Welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to MBP Fishing. Yeah, I don't know about this weather. I just do not know. They're saying it's not supposed to rain, but I don't know about it. And I thought I'd come down here to Fairgrounds. We've been fishing for trout so much. I figured I'd come down here try for some bass, crappie, carp, whatever. We're gonna see. First cast. I put on my little Colorado spinnerbait. It's a good cold water lure. Good all around lure, to be honest. Got it on my my light little 6-pound fluoro, so this should be entertaining if I get anything big on it. Oh, blew my wake on it. I know what that was. Looks kind of small. Yeah, we've been fishing for trout so much, folks, so I figured I'd come down to Fairgrounds and see if I could fish for something just a little bit different. She's not spinning. There she goes. Ah, I walked down on that dang spot again. Hang on. I hate it when I have to do this. This lake is surrounded by rocks, which is one of the reasons why it's so good for bass and game fish and stuff, because it's actually got stuff around it. You know what I mean? It's not just a concrete rock face all around it. Hang on, folks. I'll get to you in just a minute. 5 feet just started. Welcome in. Seen a lot of small fish up at the surface. If I didn't know the water temperature was like 45 degrees, I think of putting on the top water. We're just getting started. If this doesn't work out, we can always move down to the other side of the lake, because I've got bait on me. We can always sit down and fish for some carp and other stuff. So welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to MBP Fishing. Something's on with the chat. We were clogged up there for a minute. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I'd unlocked it already. AJ Fishing, what's going on? Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? And River Rat, how you doing? You feeling okay, buddy? What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Steven, we have Merchant, what's going on? Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I figured I'd try something different. And Mega, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Well, right now I just thought I'd fish for some bass, some crappie or something down here. See what's hitting, and we can always hey, what's going on? Yeah, we can always come down a little later on and fish for some carp and other stuff. Yeah, we got a whole cove I can cast, see if there's any bass or anything active, and then move a little down. Where am I from? This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're right, what do you think, about a quarter of a mile from the arch, give or take, is it? Yeah, well, we're pretty close to the arch in St. Louis, so. Oh, MTZ, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Rude. Yep. I just got started. I've been fishing, the fairgrounds a lot for trout and stuff. Got kind of bored of it. Thought I'd come over here, try to see if I can catch some bass and other things. So. With rainbow trout, they stocked it like 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, the hotline said They were supposed to stock it a little later, but they wound up stocking it earlier because they were flooding basically, so they had to get the trout out of there before they actually got washed out. They threw 1,000 in that lake. No, in O'Fallon. No, rainbow trout. Yeah, they're easy to catch. Just catch them with corn. Yeah, I'm looking for, well, pretty much anything that's hitting. I do a little, YouTube live feeds. There's some nice ones in here. There's some big carp in here too. I'm hoping to get this little 6-pound floral. So hear that drag sing? I love hearing that drag sing on one of the big old carp. They're hard to land, but get a carp this big, it'll run you all over the lake. I love hearing that. It's got 200 yards of line on it, so she can run all the way back and forth. All right, you have a good day, sir. Oh, my name's Mike, by the way. This lake, they are not going to stock till probably March of next year. So they're done stocking it. But there's plenty of catfish in here. Yeah, you know how they stock this every 2 weeks during the summertime. So there's plenty of channel around here. They're structural lies. They'll be holding, down by this pipe and, down by this, rock thing and over there by the concrete thing. They're going to be setting right in them spots. So if you throw your bait around those particular, structure, any kind of, brush, any kind of anything like that, there's bound to be at least a few. Yeah, there's some wood on the other side. It's a great spot. Good luck. Chuck, thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. And New Jersey, what's going on, NJ? Thank you. Doug, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you folks. Yeah, I was just talking to a local angler. He was asking how the fishing was and just kind of give him a little pointers and everything. So let's take a few more casts. Yeah, this is more of a natural lake. You got some big bass in here, carp, crappie, all kinds of fun stuff. No trout, because they don't want them interfering with what's in here. Trout will eat a lot of little fry and stuff. So I saw a big one when I come down here. I spooked a big one on the surface. I know it was either a bass or big old carp. And since I ain't seen him come back up, I'm pretty sure it's a bass. There's some bass in this lake as big as a carp. I got a crappie jig rigged up on the other rod. We're just gonna fish around a little bit, see if I can kill that nasty old stinky skunk quick. Sorry about that, NJ. It happens. I've been skunked a couple times this month already too. Oh, that was up. Missed that one. That felt like a little bassy. Yeah, I haven't trimmed the skirt up. I just left it the way it's supposed to be. It comes right out of the package. You're supposed to trim that skirt up just a little bit. And we're just getting started. Hopefully I can find some fish. This water's cold too. Kind of high pressure out here. 55, 56 degrees. It really does feel like rain. I wonder if this is the right thing to be casting down here. They seem to be right up at the surface down here. And we got some corn. We're going to be fishing for some carp and catfish a little later on. I just want to get this dang skunk out of the way first. Down here, this time of the year can be tough. You can either, this is a really good idea coming out this time of the year, or it's horrible. Because you can catch 20 of them down. You can keep smacking at it. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what that is. Let me cast a little crappie jig here for a minute. Just a minute, folks. I'll be right on with you in just a moment. Yeah, just a little 1/8 ounce crappie jig with a like a called a what do you call it? Little sucker. Bobby Garland, chartreuse and blue. Pretty good all around color. Works for crappie, bass, bluegill, rainbow trout. You know what I mean? This is probably a day for a popper or something. You never thinking. I mean, that water's cold as heck, but there's some bait fish up to the surface, and I'm seeing some decent swirls at them out here. Just one more cast with this before I come over and talk to you folks. If I get one to bust up at my bobber, I'll know to put on a top water. Because I have had bass in the past a lot when I'm fishing for crappie this time of the year. Them just come up and you'll annihilate your bobber when you're trying to fish for crappie. And you'll be like, now what do I do? The bass has got a hold of my bobber. And he won't let it go. This spot's kind of skunky there. They turn the fountain off over here, so I don't know about crappie in this spot. Let's see what's going on. Chat filter. We're obviously having some technical difficulties, so yeah, we're having some technical difficulties. It keeps freezing up on us. And Jack Norman, thanks for coming in. Thank you. We have who is that? Brandon, thanks for coming in. Yep, and Hand Slabs, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? And we have Brendan. Yes, let's see, NJ, what's happened today? You didn't get anything? Well, that's kind of the way fishing is. I mean, that's why they call it fishing and not catching. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. Take a couple casts over here by the fountain before there is a little bit of a trickle coming out, so we're gonna see. We had a lot of folks in there for a minute and they just kind of died off. This thing might not be the right idea. Might, oh, that's a strike. Saw that. Yeah, I saw that. It wasn't very far out either. Yeah, those guys are fishing illegally on the other side. They were using cast nets, and they saw the live feed go on, and they took off. What? They didn't even know how to throw the dang cast net, to be honest. Not one pancake. And I watched them do it for about 20 minutes. My problem with I have is because they get the dang thing snagged. And then you wind up getting snagged in the cast net. All right, we're going to just take one or two more casts right here, and then we are going to move down just a little bit. Yeah, I did have one little strike there. It makes me wonder if I should take the bobber off and just cast a couple times without it. That might be, they might just be holding a little deeper, so. Easy enough to rectify if I can get the dang thing off. All right, that got her off. This little crappie jig ain't easy to cast with a bait caster. Well, some sort of weight. I can do it, just takes a little bit of effort. Oh, yep, nipping at it. There, that, oh, probably bass, crappie, and then again. Oh, half had him. Yeah, they're spooky because that fountain turned off. This is usually pumping water out, so we're gonna get to some carp and stuff here. I'm hoping to get every species down here today: crappie, carp, catfish, bass, and I got to be patient with them. Heck, we might still have time to run over there and fish for trout. I mean, we ain't but a 10-minute walk, so. It's actually pretty good with that little sucker. I had a rooster tail on here, but I thought that this looked like a real good spot for a crappie jig. I'll probably go back to the rooster tail on this because they just seem to be nipping at this. So that rooster tail's got a treble hook on it. So little suckers, when they're nipping at it, they're gonna get hooked. And rock. Yeah, that looks flawless. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. If I get that by a slab crappie or a little bass or something, or even a bigger bass, he should take a whack at it. Oh, yeah, they were right at. That was a nice strike there. That felt like a bass. And I've got this hook sideways, so it kind of looks like a wounded little shad or something. I'll do that a lot with my swim baits. I'll kind of hook them sideways so they run sideways intentionally. Come on, buddies. Oh, that's a big one. Just come on, buddies. Give me a break. That was right off camera feed too. That rooster tail might be the kicker because I can with this bait caster, I can cast that sucker so it's really, really shallow. Should I go to the left side or the right side? Left side looks really nice. Yes, yeah, they're eating pancakes. You guys are just tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate you. We've got 4 in. 15 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. We're going to move this down the shoreline just a little bit now. And hopefully I can get you guys a bass or something before I switch over to straight up catfish and carp fishing. I really am, after watching New Jersey today, NJ, and that carp his buddy caught, that big one, whoo, it got me hungry for a big old carp now. But you know, I'm down here, you know how I am about bass. I've got to take a few casts for bass. Funny enough, the temperature out here It's actually rather weird. It's extremely humid, but it's only about 52 degrees. So I'm actually sweating and at the same time cold. The wind starts picking up, I'm going to have a problem. Right now, it's pretty much deadpan. I've got a nice hot cup of coffee, got a can of corn, pretty much everything I need. Let's see what I do with them pliers. What did I do with them suckers? There they are. Nope, that's not them. I know where they are. They're in my other bag. Because I put the bait in the other bag, so I knew that the pliers would be required to open said bait. So I put them in there. I'll think myself sometimes. All right. Let's read back up. Let's move her down just a little bit, and we will try just a little bit further down. One good thing about this tripod, it works extremely good on partially flat surfaces. I don't have to fiddle around with stuff so dang much. Basically, the way I had it was pretty much just a. That's pretty good. See how quick that is? Trapper, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're trying something different today. I thought I'd try some bass and carp and catfish and all that other stuff. Trying a different lake. It's called Fairgrounds over here. If you guys remember it from other videos, this lake's full of a lot more catfish and other fun stuff to catch. Got a little one of my little Colorado spinnerbaits on. And I'm just trying to catch a bass and crappie down here, and I can hopefully switch. Of course, it'd be a good. Oh, look at that! Just a massive. That was a massive bass. Just obliterated some shad out in front of me. As soon as I walked away, either that or a catfish. Or if I'm bound catfish, will do that too. And we'll admit that. I probably got this backwards. I should be using the rooster tail on this rod and on the other one. But I just thought this would be funner. I get a 4 or 5 pound bass on this sucker. It should be fun. Plus, I can get some distance and fish some areas quickly. Oop, that was a something grabbed that. It did it again. Must be following it. A couple of quick twitches. Right. One more cast on it. Man, I'm getting some distance. See, if this was in the summertime, wouldn't it look like this was hot water time? But that water is in the mid 40s. You just keep messing with it. I gotta do one more down there. Get it as close as I can to that edge. That's about it. That's about as close as I can get it. Now bump something, she stopped spinning. Let's try the rooster tail. Folks, in just a second. Just a second. Rooster tail. Come on, skunk. I do not like you, skunk. Go away. That's not going to work. Casting on the bank. Well, I didn't cast on the bank. I cast it in that stupid dead algae. Mock grass or whatever you want to call it. Some tough stuff. When the summertime, that was almost impossible to cast through that crap. Did it again. Oh, that's a better cast. Didn't get quite out as far as I wanted, but that'll do. And in the water, my left foot was getting wet. Oh, that's a strike. They do like nipping at this little sucker. I'll give them that, no matter where I go. Come on, buddies. I know you're out here. Somebody's barbecuing. That smells good. You don't get much fishing pressure down in this lake this time of the year either. Even though the fish are slower, they're also not fished for as much. So that's a good thing. Always make a cast past where you just fish. I forgot about that. And I got snagged again. Crap. I don't know what that is. That ain't coming off either. What is that? It's someone's. I think that's a cast net. Yep, that's a cast net. Yep, snapped off my. Oh Lord. Well, that was nice. Oh, PA, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Glad you could join us. Founder of the Pride, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, just go late. Never mind. What's going on? Jay Fishing, yeah, you MBP, you ever been? Well, John Boy's in too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I got a whiff of that barbecue. Yep, I smell barbecue. Still smells good too. Where have I ever been? To Phi. I'm not sure where Phi is. I'm checking the other chat. Oh, Florida. No, I've been to Texas. And that's about as far south as I got. I never made it over to that part. That was when I was younger. I kind of went on a road trip when I was like 16. And we did some fishing as we worked our way towards the coast so that we could, do a little bit of coastal fishing. And we stopped at Texas because we ran out of money, to be honest. I was young, ambitious. I'm still ambitious, just not quite as young. Just turn that a little bit. I think that feed looks pretty good. This is kind of tricky to cast here. I gotta get out on the edge. Lost a rooster tail, unfortunately. And got cast in someone's cast net. I would like to try Florida. One reason is because they have all those peacock bass down there, and it's always been one of my dreams to try and fish for peacock bass at least one time in my life. It's a good dream. I think it's a good dream. A lot worse dreams you can have. What I think is going on is this 6-pound fluoro is allowing the spinnerbait to sink so fast that I've got to reel it so quickly. I might have to put this actually on my heavier line because I don't want it to sink as quickly. This lake was 10 feet deep, it'd be great, but this lake is about maybe 3 or 4 feet deep in the majority of the shorelines. Yeah, she looks good. Maybe I don't have the right trailer on, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I ain't fished for bass straight up for a long time. Oh, there he goes again. That's a big one out there. He's demolishing some shad out there. He was in here close, and when I spooked those shad out, he followed him out. All right, let me get a cast out there. A couple casts just to slow roll that up beside the surface. Maybe he'll hit it. One more out there. He's still got to be setting out there because that school's got to be out there. We're going to find some fish. I haven't been down here in a while, so I've got to search quite a bit. Let's move down a little bit more. I'm gonna have to go back for my equipment here soon because I'm only walking about 30 yards from my stuff. Search, 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 search. Doesn't work great on. This is just not flat enough to work. So I might have to push her back a little bit. That's okay. It's flatter. It's just up quite a bit higher. Make sure that's zoomed in. And Doug walking on the beaches, checking all the people. They said nothing about sprinkling rain today, and guess what? Yep, starting to sprinkle rain. Yep, she's starting to sprinkle rain, folks. That's not bad. It's just I can't even feel it, to be honest. I gotta figure something else to put on my other rod now. I broke my dang rooster tail off. I cast right where that other cast net is too. And that one's bad there. You'll get a spinnerbait snagged in that thing. That's all the way down there. Roll right over that pipe. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on, buddies. I'm sure you guys can still see me. Well, it's too far away, but as long as you can see me, it's okay. I can always back her up a little bit. Look at that. I thought that was a strike. I rolled over that pipe and I felt something ping on it. And then I just saw a swirl out there because that's how shallow this stuff is down here. I don't know. After this cove, I might just switch over and fish for carp and catfish because this is kind of where I wanted to set up, but at the same time they had those cast netters down here, which kind of spooked the carp pretty badly. So I'll probably move down the other side of the lake, where I wanted to end it everything, but you know, what the heck. I could still have one rod fishing for bass. No worries there. Almost slipped. Yep, he hit it again. That's just a thump, man. I don't know if I'm dealing with maybe smaller crappie or smaller bass. They thumping at it. I could have sworn that fish had it in its mouth, at least. It's right over that pipe. And look what I got. Don't tell me I got it too. Nope. Trash bass. That's a big one too. Look at the fish I'm spooking out of the algae here with this thing. I just spooked a decent bass out of the algae because of this. Oh, I almost got that one in. Almost. Yeah, I'm maybe they're in like that is the way they should be anyways, is they should be in like right in here by this edge. That's technically where they should be. Which means I just cast that entire shoreline improperly. Because I should be casting this really closely down this edge and seeing if I can draw one out. Because when I pulled that bag in, there was a bass about maybe a pound, pound and a half just darted out of that stuff there right by the bank. All right, one more cast here, and I'm figuring we're gonna move down there to that other end. I'm sure there's some big old carp working up down there. Get the spot nice and baited up, get some catfish and stuff moving in there. Should be interesting. Put that carp one on this lighter rod, and yep, I think we're gonna move. I'm sure I could figure these things out eventually. They probably want something, you know, like a wake bait or something. Something I'm working right up at the top of the water. But hey Tara, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Pretty eyes. Yeah, well, we're gonna move down there to the other end of the lake. That's the deepest part of the lake, and that's pretty much where the carp like to hold up. Carp, catfish, a lot of that fun stuff I can catch on bait. And I will also, you know, I've still got my my bait caster. I might as well take that and fish for fish for bass while I'm doing it. So, because this side of the lake, it's just by now those big old carp and everything moved down there to the other side. You know, they moved down for it's about 3 feet deeper down there, so they tend to migrate pretty much. I mean, it's only for them. It's only about a 25-30 minute swim, to be honest. But big old carp, they can be lazy when they get bigger. And luckily, I don't have much stuff because this is just a bait run and everything. So I'm 2 bags of fishing rods, my coffee, and the tripod. And I left my bait caster down there. Oops. Yeah, we'll re-rig this stuff when we get down there. I'll probably fish for bass on this one, and with the other one, I'll fish with the carp and catfish. Make it interesting. Fish for bass with the 12-pound stuff, and the carp and stuff with the 6-pound. I never want to make it easy on myself. That's, I think, the reason why I catch fish, because I always try to give the fish the advantage. The mic is, yep, the mic is good. Backpacks are on. And this is so much easier to have to carry than that bag. I can actually look at the text and walk. All right, we're going. Yeah, this tripod weighs about an ounce, if that. Hey, Dave, what's going on? Doug's was saying hi and all that other stuff. Yeah, this is NJ's fault, by the way. Yeah, to show that guy catch that big carp, and now I want one too. Don't tell him that. 10 people in, 20 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. I appreciate that. Kind of a beautiful lake. See him out there, up at the surface. It's like really high pressure right now, so it's sprinkled rain for a minute. And I can't believe there's still some frogs down here. It's been getting in the 30s at night. Good googly. What's that? Feed them, keep them close. Neighbor, and they went. I'll talking about some stray animal or something, or cat, or a. I've never. The only time I've ever actually heard of wild animals when I was attacked by a raccoon in my house. Most of them, you just open the window and they look at you and go right out. But this one, there was something wrong with him. I won't tell you the story. I mean, I've had hundreds of raccoons come into my house over the years. That was the only one I ever had problems with. Yeah, you see over there, right on the other side of that bridge way down there? That's where we're going. Because that's the closest place between the shallow area here and the deeper area. Kind of a holding point. So if you get a real warm day, the big old carp can sneak in here, grab a nice snack of algae and other mossy and other stuff like that. When it gets cold at night, they can sneak right back. That's a good place for crappie and bass, but I'm interested in hooking something that's going to make my drag sing. Let's see. Oh, 8-point buck. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I've had deer. As strangely as it sounds, we live close enough to the Mississippi River that during rutting season, if it's cold enough, they'll walk right down the street. Right from they'll follow that female and she'll be walking, trying to get away from them. And like 3/4 of a mile from the Mississippi, and you'll be seeing a deer walking down the street. Yeah, it is cool. I did a short somewhere or another. It's back there somewhere. I'll look for it. Of walking out the door and checking out these just 2 deer walking down the street. It was like 6:45 in the morning. There was almost sunlight, but you could see them. Yep, road trip. Take your Dramamine, folks. And you know, we're close enough to O'Fallon Park. We're only about 8 or 10 minute walk. So just an idea if everything else doesn't work. This is actually a pretty good place for carp, because this is where they come to feed, but at the same time they could be stationed over here right at the first cold spot, the deeper spot. So I'm not sure. We might come back here and fish for carp here. We got a couple possibilities. Let's see, mouse are the same. Oh yeah, moose are the same. Yeah, when during the rutting season, they don't care about nothing. And they can be mean too. You do not want to mess with a buck during rutting season. Yeah, right underneath that tree. It's an awesome, awesome little spot because no one fishes it. And them carp just love to sit underneath it because, you know, people don't like it snagged. They don't know how to cast sidearm. See, they have a 6-pound, 6-point. They're live in my years of a fawn. I've only killed 1 deer in my life, and I just didn't feel I had the eye. It just kind of bothered me. I mean, I'm good with a rifle, and I've been out hunting many, many, many times. It's just I don't like. I love the taste of deer, love the taste of venison. It's just I'll let someone else pull the trigger. Now I don't mind, you know, hunting waterfowl. Never bothered me. Just kind of like keeping a bass. I know they taste good. Some people cook them up really, really good. It's just I can't do it unless they. When I got older, I realized, you know, taking a big old buck that's, you know, at the end of its life, I can understand about, you know, taking down. But probably this is the best tasting are the does and the young buck. They're just so beautiful and they got such a life to live. Yeah, that's not our final spot. I'm going to fix you guys up so you guys can see quite a bit better. This is probably where all the big bass and stuff move down anyways. I'm probably going to move you folks. Let's see. I like the latest looks over here. So why don't I just set you folks up just like... Oh, we got a blurry. We got a blurry. She gone blurry on us. That's a beautiful little... Yeah, that is a beautiful. I can set the rods up right there at that little point there. Plus, I can cast this edge over here. There's a big tree to the right where some big old bass and crappie tend to stay. So I know this lake so well, so this looks like a good little spot. You check out the woods for holding pond where they bedded at. What was I talking about? Like I said, I don't mind, you know, taking down waterfowl, ducks, geese, turkey, doves. If I could ever hit one of the dang things. But I just never had the heart to take down them. I took down one when I was younger, and that was it. I'm really good with a bow, to be honest. It's a shame. Yeah, I'm not. I just want to take a couple casts here before I switch her over. Oh, it feels like bluegill and stuff just nipping at it. This water's cleared up quite a bit. Yeah, you got to be good with your underhand casts in these spots. Let's see, where do I want this? I want this right at that tip. It's right there. I'm just amazed that's not getting pulverized. Slow rolling that right around that edge. Wow, that's amazing. Do that one more time over here, and I'll put a corn and a split shot rig on this because I need some distance on this, at least about maybe 25-30 feet. I'm sure I can draw those carp in shallower, but they're bound to hit better a little further out there deep. And this can go on my bait caster, to be honest. I think that's the reason why this is not working. We're having the same problem with rooster tails. Chris at Fairgrounds, he's got like 6-pound fluoro on it, just like I do, which means that rooster tail sinks extremely fast, which means you got to reel it extremely fast to keep it off the bottom. It's perfect for lakes, you know, 8 or 10 feet deep, but lakes that are 5 or 6 feet deep, you're dragging that bottom so much, it don't really work. So you want to use heavy line with a light leader. Now, some folks don't understand when they're bass fishing. A lot of anglers, especially anglers that haven't really fished a lot, they don't understand that your line class means a lot more than the fish just seeing your bait. The way you want that lure to sink, how you're working that lure, your line type and class can change it. Oh, there's a big carp right in the middle of the lake. That's a big one, just jumped over there. That's a big one. Boy, I hope you guys heard that. Yeah, he ain't but maybe 20 yards away. I think I might have the right idea. Ooh, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's a good sign, folks. Put just I could put a heavier split shot on here, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do my usual use as light as I possibly can. And in this still stuff, if it wasn't for the fact that I was trying to get distance, I'd probably go weightless. That was a big one, just jumped out there in the middle of the lake. Good 20. That's a big one. All right, I got fresh can of corn. I got the old stuff. I can bait up the spot. Use my pliers to clamp the split shot on. I'll be with you folks in just a minute. Let me get this rod out. This might be a day for me to go out here double. I mean, I can put both rods out here, but I'd rather fish one for something else. There's so many species of fish in this lake. I hate to concentrate on one. That's trimmed. That floral, you cannot use a lighter on either. You guys ever figure that out about fluorocarbon? Individuals that like to trim their line with a lighter. Fluorocarbon, it damages that core using the lighter. It really weakens it. You have to cut it. That's the split shot on there. Decently good. I'd rather have it on a little bit tighter. Not too tight. You don't want to clamp your split shots either too much. That's going to cut your line. That's a no-no. That will really mess up your line. Yeah, I don't bring a can opener. Too much trouble. I just doink. That's it. That's how you open a can of corn without a can opener. And you can bait up the spot down here. There ain't no trout in this lake. Get some bait out there. That's legal down here. In fact, it's probably recommended. Because carper, they got some heck of a scent. And within about 10 or 15 minutes, a little bit of current in this lake. Oh, there he goes again. Big one. He's moving closer. That's a big one. That almost looked like a mirror carp. There are some in here. There's not many. I haven't caught a mirror carp down here in a couple of years. Hang on, let me get this on. I'm so worried about this hook too. I've bent this hook out so many times. Well, what the heck? Let's give it a go. And for carp, we are not messing around. We want to put a decent amount of bait on that hook. I mean, that hook is tiny, right? But look how much corn I put on. I put the length of that corn over past the hook. That really, really draws them in. And I want to throw right around where I threw that corn. And I don't want to throw right where I started it, because that carp is over there. He's working his way over here. I want to throw this just right in the middle of that couple handfuls I put out there. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right, folks. And let's loosen this drag. Get that line to sink. And I'm going to use basically the same technique here as I do for trout in the other lake. Except one little trick. Super light drag. You don't want that to pull at all. Just let that fish run. Carp, he's not going to drop it unless he gets some slack in the line. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. How's the camera feed? Does that look okay? Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's pretty dang good. We've had several big old carp jump out here. So, hey, Jenny, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Jimmy, what's going on? And Billy, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, we just started carp fishing. We kind of bombed out on the bass at the moment, but carp, catfish, whatever's going to hit corn. And we're in a different lake. We're this lake has got an abundance of big carp and a lot of catfish. No trout, no trout. So I figured I'd do something different. Awesome, folks. You know, those hearts and everything help out the you know, the dang algorithm. Pick us up and send us out to folks. The just 8 people in, but that's awesome. I appreciate that. 25 thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you haven't double tap that screen for me, double tap, double tap, double tap. I'll get this spinnerbait rigged back up on this other bait cast. I probably should just friggin' cast both of them out there with corn. Let me take a couple of casts first before I switch this over to primarily just a bait in this spot. Thank you, folks, for coming in. New Jersey Maniac got me interested in fishing for carp, so this is the only lake around me within a bus ride or within a walking distance that has a massive amount of big carp in it. And I usually don't fish for them because there's so much algae in this lake, it's pretty much useless. But now that the majority of it's died off, we should be able to draw some big ones in. Can't get this hook tied. Missed that eye several times. Give me a break, I only got one eye. One useful eye, the other one's like pretty much can't see nothing out of it except for the light. Oh, I had a knot in that line. That's not going to work. Retie that. Oh, where that knot? I'm glad I noticed that knot. That'd have been bad. That would have been terrible. That knot just ate through that line like nothing. Come on, fishies. Come on, come on, come on. I know he's working if you know, when I came down here, he took 3 or 4 jumps. And now that corn's in the water, he suddenly stopped jumping. He's sniffing it out, searching for it. Coming over here where all that corn I just threw in is. And it's legal. You can do that down here. In fact, most accomplished carp anglers keep a slingshot with them. So that they can sling that corn out there quite a distance. And now that that's open, I can tighten that drag enough to set the hook. All right. I just need my clippers, pliers. Jeez, that was just a bass, just obliterated some right at the tip there. Yeah, I know you guys heard that. That was like 6 feet away. I got to put on like a creature bait on the back of this as a trailer. Because that looked like he just chased a frog out of air, midair. Oddly enough, I swear I could, even with 45-degree water temperatures, they're trying to hit top water. Because that one did just bust the surface. And I've got a few little crawls in here. You know, the back parts of them, I told you guys, never throw your crawls away. Even if they lose their pinchers. If they got one pincher on them, they're still going to be effective Some kind. There's plenty of crawfish out there that lose a pincher. Those pinchers grow back. I just put a little. Boy, that's big for this little spinnerbait, but boy, it does slow it down though. Look at that. Just I can barely work just right up at the top. Super slow. That's like 5 or 6 of them I've seen bust the surface today. Am I dummy seeing bass busting the surface and not putting a top water on? Even though the water temperature is like freaking 45 degrees. I'm thinking the only thing I've got that might work would be like a rattling pop. Something I could slow down so much. A little drizzle rain again. That's why they're coming up to the surface. Those little bait fish are coming right up at the surface, and they're coming along with them. Oh, we ain't got to run for cover. The only place around here to run for cover is that bathroom over there. I mean, I can't even feel it yet. We're underneath the tree, so. What is that? Snagged onto something. Let go. Oh, stick or something. Yeah, if it does this, we won't have anything to worry about. Yeah, she's missing rain, folks. It's a light little mist. I didn't spin it all that entire time. Trailer off. Put that in my back pocket just in case I need it. I keep like 3 trailers, different kinds in my back pocket. And it's not spinning. There it goes. Nope, stopped again. What the heck is wrong with that? Oh, got a little algae on it. Yeah, that makes sense now. Must have landed too close. There's still a little algae left. And that stuff can be a nuisance when you're trying to cast a spinnerbait. I know how to make the spinnerbait run a little bit better. I forgot about this. I showed River Rat this. You gotta bend that just a little bit to get that spinnerbait to run better. Because these things are designed so that the tops of them are actually bent down. The little loop there, it should be straight with the hook. And they're actually designed so that they bend down a little bit. It's a The little mess up they did when they make them. And that should make her spin straighter. Yeah, we're getting a little misty rain, folks. This ain't gonna bother us. We're underneath a pretty good tree right now, so unless we get some heavy stuff, I think we're good. And if we do, I can always run over there to the bathroom and set up. I can set you folks up over there and I can fish. It's just you're gonna be about 20 feet away from the dang rod. See what's going on with the chat. Did she freeze up? Let me check. Yep, she did, didn't she? What, do we have a new member to the Pride? Meow, we don't get a meow tar unless someone gets a member to the Pride or gets an upgrade. Oh, you're not frozen, you think, Billy? Yeah, the feed's freezing up a little bit. You guys can't notice that because it shows up on my end as it just stops, putting out the feed. But don't tell me I left my. Oh boy! Don't tell me. Oh, there they are. Never mind. Yeah, if the chat freezes, what happens is you guys can keep texting and everything, but I won't be able to see the changes. A lot of times that'll happen when someone, is a mod is checking for, activity and stuff, and they want to check the messages and forget to switch it back to all. It'll also do that if you get a bad signal. Yeah, you get a pretty good signal down here. I mean, we're right in the middle of North St. Louis, so there are cell towers all around us. And watch that line. I've got the bail open. You're not going to see that rod go. But if she starts to go on something, it's gonna peel out. But those big old carp, when they grab something like that, 8 or 10 kernels of corn, they're gonna take off with it. That's a delicacy to them. Yep, she did it again. You gotta go through the message. Oh, we have. What do we have? I missed that. Yep, someone. It's still doing it. All right, we have gifted 5 memberships. Wow, that's great, Billy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. We get up meow 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 on that one. Thank you. Appreciate that. 5 new memberships. That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. I really do. The more members I have, the more I'm going to work to build an incredibly awesome awesome membership. I'm trying to get my shop on right now. You guys I can believe the discounts on, hats, and you guys seen my hats and backpacks and all that stuff. And I've got ideas for, coffee cups and, the bandana things you put around your neck to keep your neck from burning and all kinds of cool little stuff. Oh, who is that? Cans, you're the newest member to the Pride. Thank you. Appreciate you. If you have a channel, I believe that one of your perks is if you wish to, I will ping your channel out. You've had your for 9 years, so I do not mind. You also have to you also have access to members only shorts and long form videos. And I even popped you as a standard moderator because you've had your channel for 9 years, so I'm okay with that. I just have trouble when people come ask for moderation that have only had their channels for like a month or two or something, and have or no content. Oh, thank subs. Yes. Uh, hear that, Billy sub? That's one of our little things people like to sub to other folks. That's moderators, and you can check out other people's channels too that are on the live feeds. If you're just tuning in, we do a lot of videos around St. Louis and more, plus kitty cat fun and humor. That's why I call us the Pride. I've got 3 of them at home, plus a new little baby, the little stray cat that wandered in. Do a lot of bass fishing, river fishing, carp, big cats, trout fishing, whatever it swims down in St. Louis, I'm gonna go for it. Jose de Snowman. Oh, Sandy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you took a pike from 80 centimeters. It's a pretty good pike. I think the biggest pike I've ever caught has been about about maybe 12 or 13 inches long. Let's take a few more casts. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks for coming in. What's going on with you? I caught just the end of your live feed today. I'm sorry, it was at 2 o'clock in the morning. I just rolled over and I saw the thing pop up. If you guys haven't checked out Sandy's channel either, you really, really should. I enjoy her live feeds. And Mark Williams, thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Let's check you out. 1 month, 708 subscribers in 1 month. That's awesome. I do not see any deleted messages, timeouts, or hides. Pretty good. What's going on? What do you guys think? Mark has looks like he has a pretty good blossoming YouTube channel. I could pop him as a mod, and you guys could subscribe, and he can subscribe, and with 708 subscribers, I guess that's okay. I'll leave it to my mods. What do you think, folks? Because they can check real back quick and make sure that it's a great little channel. Yeah, well, I looked, it seemed all right. So, and if you guys don't know, I've added Black Wolf if he comes in as our main moderator, because I see him in a lot. I used to have Modog, but unfortunately I've only seen him visit once in the past 3 months. He does a lot of Facebook and stuff, and he's got a lot of family stuff going on, and I understand. Yeah, Black Wolf is definitely a champ. Oh, you're quite welcome. Now you can check out people's feeds, and I stand in front of the camera like other folks, but it's just I don't like seeing my ugly mug on the camera feed when I watch back. just a mental thing. I'd much rather see the water and the fishing and all that other cool stuff. I'm still hoping a bass is going to come out of these, because I've been seeing them. Oddly enough, they're with 45-degree water temperatures. You'd think they wouldn't be coming up to the surface, but they're chasing bait right up at the surface. That last one chased a frog out of the water. But it looked like he came up from the depths after it, which means I'd have to use like a popper or something I cast out there, and I pop it once, leave it for 8 or 10, 15 seconds, whatever, and then pop it again. And oh, that is so tiring. I'll cast bottom bouncing baits and, slow working baits, but only when I have to. If I can get them on a spinnerbait or something, that's much, much better. And that big old carp that was over there, just saw him jump over here now, not more than 20 feet away. That was a horrible cast, Michael. Just horrible. Right in the algae patch. Right, but maybe 5 or 6 patches of algae left in this lake, and I hit one. Gotta laugh about that kind of stuff. She's spinning again. See, it's hard to cast here because the dang tree's in the way. That's better. Oh, that was a... Dang it. Ah, crap. Yeah, that fish hit it so hard that by the time I realized I was a strike, it had moved 3 feet to the right into the grass. So he came out of that stuff and just... That wasn't but a little half-pound bass, but I would have liked to have got him hooked. Kind of sucks. I'm going to take one or two more casts before I recast that corn. I want to get that way out there on that tip. Yeah, there's a tree right at that edge. Oh, that was a... they get me today. And I got some algae and stuff. How can you get a snag on a spinnerbait? Never did understand how you can get a snag on a daggone spinnerbait. Oh boy, I did not do that. Crap. No. Let me change her up. I'm gonna switch this out. Put something a little slower on. And while I'm tying up, I can always talk to you folks. Bring all my tackle box over here. Let's see what's going on. How's it been out today? It's not great. The temperature's pretty good. I mean, we've got like 50, 52 degrees. It's not horrible. Bite's been pretty slow so far. I was getting kind of I've been catching a lot of trout over at a local pond, but I've been getting kind of bored of them. You know, keep catch. I was wanting to try for something different, so I came over to this lake over here to see if I could find anything else hitting. And obviously, there are fish feeding. Just figuring out what they want to hit. There's some big old carp jumping out here, and I got some corn on the bottom there. Little tiny split shot. 6-pound fluoro on that one. Now, I've been seeing some bass hitting the surface too, so I've been casting a slower moving bait, but I've been seeing them hitting the surface. So I'm not sure if I should, you know, snag on a little popper or something I can slow down really good. But something that's right up at the surface. I've got some poppers that look just like frogs, so they love frogs. That's bass candy. Depth that I'm fishing, this lake is only about maybe 7 or 8 foot deep in the very center of it. And the majority of it's only like 5 or 6 feet deep. So I'm casting about 4 feet deep right out there. It's not really that deep. This is a shallow, you know, city pond. It's filled in over the years. So oh, Buzztail, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Awesome, you could come in to visit. You know, New Jersey Maniac did this to me. I could be down trout fishing, but nope. He's got to show that big old carp caught. And I'm hungry to catch a big old carp now. It's cool. We're actually only about 8 or 10 minute walk from that location. So if all else fails, we could take another road trip. As long as you guys got your Dramamine pills. I got some line left on there. Get that off of there. I don't want it to mess up my cast. Who's going in? You Buzztail? Yeah, let's go. I've got that small rod out there with corn. I might, after I cast this popper here, I will probably just put both rods out there with corn. See if I can coax one in here. Oh, there he goes again. You guys can't see it, but right off the camera feed, there's a big old carp that keeps inching his way closer and closer to us. He's smelling that corn, and he's working his way over here. And I think this is an awesome little feed right here. These are beautiful little spots underneath these trees. I got that bail open, so I'm keeping an eye on that line. And if a big old carp hits it, I'll actually be able to hear that line off that spool. They will take off with it. Hey David, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Chump some. I threw some corn in already, but it's a good idea. I might as well throw a bit more in. Couldn't hurt. I've got an old can in here where I'm trying to get rid of it anyways. I've had this one open. I've been fishing with trout with it for 3 days, and it's starting to get a little. Yep, it's starting to get a little icky. This is perfectly legal for carp down in Missouri. Well, fishing for anything besides rainbow trout in Missouri waters, you can bait up the spot. And this, I'll show you guys the rig I'm using. It's just a little split shot rig, 6-pound fluoro with about a 1/16 ounce pellet split shot on there. Got like a number 8 gold eagle claw hook way down here at the bottom of this. So this should be able to fool a pretty big old carp hitting. And I kind of want that in the same spot that I threw the corn. And I got that wedge in there pretty good. That eye. This is one of my favorite little spots to fish for carp, because this little spot right here. I can set that in there, and there's no way a carp's going to get that rod in. He'll break that line long before he gets that rod in. And how's the rod look go? Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh boy. Yeah, Tara didn't know you. She close enough to you. Remember that, David? Yeah, cornfish. Hopefully you can get a new species of shark. Yeah, you guys, you're always talking about the reef fishing. This is something I would love to try one of these days. You guys have no idea of how much this stuff is starting to change my life. We've just got our membership online and everything, and I fought for 2 years to make a really good channel. And thanks to all you folks, my friends and family down on YouTube. Hey, what's going on? Catching anything? Catch anything today? Yeah, I haven't caught much of anything yet. I've got one rod out there for carp and catfish. I'm probably going to switch her up. Yeah, those those big things jumping out there. That's them, all right. No, there ain't no trout in this lake. No, they didn't stock this with. They stocked O'Fallon Park with rainbow trout. They don't stock this lake with rainbow trout. This one's got crappie, bass, bluegill, a lot of big carp. O'Fallon Park, there's a lake right over here. It's round. Yeah, with the island in the middle of it. Yeah, yeah. I've been catching them all for the past 2 weeks since they stocked it. They stocked 1,000 in there. Yeah, a few 15, 20 trout days. Even yesterday was kind of a slow day. I still caught 7 in 2 hours. Just corn split shot on the bottom. Rooster tails work pretty good too. You know those little inline spinners. Cast them out there, kind of slow roll them in just above the bottom, above the surface. Oh, they're fun over there. They don't stock them in here because this is kind of a natural lake, and they don't want them interfering with the bass and the crappie. This is a decent bass lake. All right, that's O'Fallon, man. Yeah, that wall down there by the by that big old building. That's a real easy place. It's all concrete you can walk on. It's a real good spot to fish, and no one ever fishes it. You know that fountain over there, everyone goes over there to fish it, right? But that wall over there, you might have one or two folks fishing over there, and half the time they're fishing for crappie. Those rainbow trout, they just love that wall. It used to be a boathouse, basically. Yeah, they used to have the paddle boats going around that lake back in the day. Yeah, and all that structure is still set in there from where they used to have the ropes and everything. It, oh, I remember. I used to. Yep, exactly. There used to be that board across the way, and they used to have the. Oh yeah, I was a kid too. I'm 57, so I just got to see it before they took it down. I think I was like 7 the last time I got to ride one. Pretty much. I mean, uh, all right, you too. Have a good day, sir. Yeah, I'm always talking to folks and trying to help them out. He thought they'd stock this with rainbow trout. He got the wrong lake. Yeah, I don't know about this popper, but I'm gonna give it a shot because I've seen several pretty big bass over here. Just uh, some of them been chasing shad. I've seen at least one over here to the left just chase a frog totally out of water. I wish I'd had that on live feed. There's a little clump of reeds over here, and that like a 3-pound largemouth just chased a little bullfrog about that big out of the water. I it's crazy because this water can't be 45 degrees. Let me take a few more casts. Get down by the ground. This water's gonna be so cold that if I do get a top water strike, it's gonna have to be really slowed down. That wasn't that much of good of a cast. I went in there as close as I can get. Be something if I catch like a 5-pound largemouth on the top water and 45-degree water temps. I don't think I've ever caught a bass in water temps on a top water below about 50. All right. How does that tail look? Pretty good. Hooks are pretty sharp. See how close I can get it in there. That's good. That's better. That's within about 10 inches of that edge. The sun's trying to come out. Check that out. They were wrong about the not rain, but I guess they were right about it not raining much. This is so much slower than I work a popper. I just put like a little rebel, not a Ozark Trails rattling pop. Cheap little guy, but it's got some sticky old hooks. And I got my eye on that rod. I should probably put the battery charger in. I'm probably down to about 50%. And this lake's actually got some great lighting in it. I mean, there's a light like right there, one of them big street lights. Pretty quiet and peaceful down here on this lake after dark. I did dress for the occasion. 3 layers plus my overalls. One thing about that carp, he jumped out there kind of mid-depth and distance away from the shoreline. They might not be willing to move in. Because he kept moving towards the spot and he just kind of disappears right here now. He's gone now. My guess is he's out there digging around. Crazy using a popper in 45-degree water temps. Oh, son. That's kind of blinding. Feels good, though. About to go back behind the clouds again. It just wanted to show its face. Let's see actually how close I can get this in here before I cast that point. I'm thinking about just putting this on the bottom with both rods. Cast this with a little Carolina rig as far out there as I can get it. That might be the ticket. Yeah, that's in there within about an inch. That's close. Let's let that sit there for a second. Settle. Little bluegill just popped up at it. Bluegill can be aggressive, little suckers. They don't want nothing in their territory. Oop, that was a shot. I was like, I wasn't that far away either. I was right on the other side of Grand. That's about maybe an eighth of a mile. Bad cast, Michael. Bad, bad, bad. This is the way I usually work a popper. Cold water temps, I figure I slow it down, which is not the rule of thumb. You're supposed to start off fast and start working slower. Algae on it. Keep my eye on it, folks. That's a better cast. Not quite in as close as I wanted. The line started going tight. Oh, buddy, let's get out there deep. Let's kind of work that out there deep. Guess he figured out I was telling the truth. You know, see him jump out there in the middle. Now he's out there in the middle of the lake. You know, I guess I couldn't entice him that much. He's out there now. We have to go all the way around in a circle. That's going to take forever. Guys, yell if something hits that other rod. Well, I know. It's one of buzzbait or something. I don't know. That gotta look just like a little frog or a froggy on the surface. They're ribbit every 5 seconds. That sucks. Get off there. Ay. Suppose nothing hit her. I see some big old carp jumping out here. I know they're out here. Switch this over. Put them both in bait out here. We have just 9 people in, 30 more, 4 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. I appreciate that. And we have Dirties come in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? And Shannon, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you, folks. We're trying to see if there's anything hidden down here at the other park, fairgrounds. I'm seeing some big carp out here jumping, and I've got corn out on one rod. I guess I'll put them on both rods. That's me. I just bumped the tripod there. Sorry about that. Keep hearing fish jumping over there. Probably put a little bigger split shot on this one so I can get some more distance with her. I don't like using big split shots, but I suppose if I've got to get out there 30 or 40 feet, I'm going to have to put a little bit way bigger weight on. Assuming I can find another little hook in here. I got plenty of hooks in here, but what happens when I'm down on the river, the wind will blow the dang bags out. So I wind up just dumping them all on the bottom of my box. Which means they're in here, just got to find the dang things. There's one. See these guys? The bag that holds these little suckers, it's extremely light. And you know how the hurricane winds are down on the Mississippi? So I wind up having them blow away if I don't put them, just dump them in the bottom of my box. I don't lose them like that, just finding them's a trick. What I got in here? Can't believe I lost a rooster tail. Maybe Chris will give me one. I know he bought a whole variety pack of blue foxes. Chris said he might show up this evening, but he's never come over to Fairground, so he doesn't quite know I'll probably have to drive him in here one day. You can get mixed up down here pretty easy. I mean, that guy thought this was where they stock rainbow trout. And it ain't. That looks pretty good. Little splitty shot with that's like about 1/8 of an ounce of weight. I don't like using that much weight, but I'm going to need it to get the distance. When I cast this over to the left, I got this one out that way. Let me cast this one over this way. Hate to feed these little suckers if it ain't going to hit. They're going to hit right after I leave. I know what they're going to do. All right, I think that's enough. You really ought to do that actually every time you recast. There's a lot of them that are just, passing by, and they never even know your bait was there. But if have a couple kernels of corn float by their heads and sink down past them, they're going to follow it down. One benefit now is I'm rigged up. This is the same technique I used to catch trout at O'Fallon Park. And the river's just gotten to the point where I might be able to fish it too. So you never know what I could catch down there. They get kind of slow down there once it gets really, really cold, though, unless you fish there right where the water pours out. And a lot of times you only get buffalo and carp and grass carp down there. And you wind up losing so much gear too. Yeah, there went a whole bunch of kernels of corn, Michael. I had set up way too tight. I have to loosen the magnetics a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the magnetics were set for casting like a spinnerbait or something. He was not set up to cast an 1/8 of an ounce split shot. All right, those two look pretty good. All right, I guess we got the rod set for now. Get this battery charger on this thing. Make sure my battery don't go dead. I'm guessing I'm down to about 50%. I don't know where I put it. Oh, it's in my bag. I know where it is. It's in my camera bag. By camera, I mean a $50 Brave body camera. It's the most expensive I could afford, really. With the straps and everything, it cost me $100. Took me like 3 months to pay off that thing. All right. And sorry about this, folks. Sorry about this. It's on. Hey, Cindy, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're trying to catch some carp here, but we're not really doing a great of a job. I'm just hooking up the battery charger to her because I don't want her to go dead. All right, she is on, and we are at. Oh, there's a. Wow, really? Boy, that was something. Yeah, we got one. Obviously, this one's too far over to the left, to the right. Because the first cast over to the left, I got a bite. What did he do to it? Looks like he knocked a kernel or two of corn off. Whatever that was. That peeled out drag for a few seconds. I tried for bass a little while, Cindy, and not really much going on. I've seen some hitting, but they're extremely sluggish. It'd take me all day to figure out, just concentrating on them, what they wanted to hit. And I'm really interested in catching a big old carp or some catfish or something like that. Hit the tree, and I just, oh boy, that's gonna. Well, I think I got lucky. It came out. Yep. Yeah, that could have been bad. That could have been bad, folks. I know these guys like to sit underneath these trees down here, and just when they come into the shorelines, because you can't cast a cast net under these trees, number one. Number two, almost no one fishes underneath them because it's just exactly what happened to me. You hit them very often. There's been some big ones jumping too. I'll get back to the chat in just a minute. I gotta recast this and then put that over there. It looks like they're further over to the left than to the right. I mean, it might be that corn's just drifting further over to the left. I've chummed up the spot pretty good. Yeah, we're basically just using the same technique we use for rainbow trout. I'm using a little bit bigger split shot just because I need the extra distance. And I'm just taking this out here and casting this about maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 feet from the shoreline. Yeah, that's a better cast. That's good. That's a good one. Yeah, that was a good cast. I'm sure you guys can see this from over here. I just want a good place to set this so that I can see it from over there too. Yeah, this one, I guess I'm casting too far over to the right. Because that bite was over here to the left. All right, that one looks pretty good. Put out a little bit more line out of that one just in case something hits it. I wish this was up just a little bit further. That don't look bad. You'll be able to see that. I'm pretty close to those rods. I don't think they can get them, man. All right, back to the chat. What's going on? Let's see. We have had several. I have missed a few things here, haven't I? Oh, I remember. We had a gifted gift memberships today. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I really do. 7 people in. 37 thumbs up. That's awesome, folks. I appreciate that. Old Buzz Tail is Big Tug. Yes. All of our queens. Sandy's a princess. And Cindy's a queen. I don't have any. I don't actually have any bread on me, so I just brought corn. If it's bite, I saw that. I saw that. That line was going out. I mean, there's no wind down here. There's no way you could have mistaken that line for going tight. Imagine I was fishing over here for an hour, and turns out they were just 10 feet over to the left. I know that was a bite. Well, I hope I don't have to go weightless because that's a hard cast. You get that kind of distance with corn on, even with like 6-pound fluoro, it's hard to cast. Someone picked it up. Let me check it. Did absolutely nothing to it. Absolutely nothing. I mean, that little sucker didn't even get to the rod tip before we let go. He felt the split shot and spit it out. That was a bite too. That line was going tight fast. Yes, Mark Williams earlier gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Means I believe we are up to 30 members now. Well, I've got a lot of content I need to put out for folks. I might have to take the day off Monday. which means I might just make this as long as possible alive as I can. There's a bite, you see him? I know that line's going out. I can see it. What I think I got a big carp out here, and he's circling that bait. Whenever he touches that line, the line moves tight. Because there's no wind out here. And this line was slack like this just a second ago. Sucker started picking it up and dropped it. I might have to go weightless. Look at this, a big one. That's a big old, that actually looked like it busted through some shad. I think that might have been a bass. But if they're out that distance, no one's going to hit them. I don't care if you have a Shimano DX out there with a 2-ounce chatterbait. That's a good 150 yards. That's right to the middle of the lake. Heck with it, I might have to go weightless. If they're going to keep picking it up and dropping it like that. Let's just try it. They may not like the split shot at all. These carp down here can be really, really stingy. They also are all really, really big. Because they actually get fished for down in this lake. It's a pretty common knowledge that there are pretty big carp in this lake. Take the split shot off. I still should be able to get it out there with a 6-pound fluoro. Assuming I get the dang split shot off. All right, that split shot's cheap and made, man. It's just crushed underneath the. We have to retie it. Oh. One after I don't believe it. Reusable split shot. Got it. Sucker. Has anyone ever found an actual reusable split shot that's made of lead that is actually reusable? Because I haven't. That's about the distance that I was with the split shot. Almost dead on the exact same spot. Except that ain't got no weight on it now. Gonna tip that line, get it to sink. All right. Wedge that in, and I'm keeping the bail open this time. Making sure that if he hits it, we're gonna know. And I'm gonna be able to get to him because that weightless rig, he should be able to feel nothing. Yeah, I haven't gotten a fish yet, Sandy. I'm sorry, I found a few fish biting. I've had, on that far rod, I moved over to the left a little bit. Cast about maybe 10 feet, maybe 15 feet to the left, and I have been getting some bites. So that's a distinctive improvement, at least finding some fish that are biting. Yeah, I unfortunately, like I said, don't have any bread with me. All I brought was corn. Because, you know, that's all that usually is necessary to catch little buggers. Oh, see him jump out there? Over there to the left? That swirl out in the middle of the lake? He's working his way around. That ain't the same fish either. That's only about an 8 or 10 pounder. I'll take him. I will take him. We punched over the 2-hour mark. Coffee's cold, but still tastes good. I'm sure they have a coffee warmer thing, but I don't. Bill J also gifted, I missed that, 5 members. And Mark Williams, sorry about that. You up the a $5 super stickers. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to text you about that when I get back. Appreciate that. I missed that. So I should have brought some bread, really. You're right. I should have brought some. Because a lot of times the bluegill will tear the bread up too, and you can get at least catch some bluegill or something. But it's just usually yeah, I'm seeing carp jumping left and right. So you're right, Buzztail. Next time I'll definitely bring some bread with me. I usually have a hot dog bun on me, but you know, it's Saturdays and Sundays they don't make hot dogs, so at the gas station, so I didn't have one with me. 9 in, 40 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I appreciate that. I really do. And I'm watching that far rod. That's weightless now. If he picks it up, he ain't gonna feel anything. Kind of wish Chris would come over now so I could at least go over to. It's about I guess about a 10-minute walk over to O'Fallon if I wanted to fish for trout. Kind of a shame though with those big old carp out there. One bite, one good bite. That's all I need. One good one. Here, fishy, fishy, come on. Don't make me get my cats out here. They'll sniff you out. Yeah, I definitely will, Buzztail. I'll bring some bread next time. I could at least put it on like a little hook and a bobber right by the bank, and I can catch bluegill. I made the mistake. You're supposed to fish for what's biting, not what you want to bite. That's an age-old fishing trick. If it ain't hitting, chances are you ain't gonna catch it. There might be one species of fish in this lake that's 90% active, while the rest of the species are maybe 1 or 2% active, which means, yeah, you can catch that species of fish, but I mean, there's always some fish that are active. And there goes the chat again, dang it. I hate it when it does that. Let's see, Billy J, Tara. Who do we have in? Merchant. Oh, Danny, thanks for coming in. What's going on? Merchant, thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we keep having problems with the dang chat. We're underneath some trees, and I don't think the camera feed likes it much. And River Rat, welcome back in. Not a whole lot. We're getting a few bites on corn out here, but there's some pretty big carp jumping out here. They're being a nuisance. Yes, and Jay's still here. We appreciate that, Jay Fishing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we need to always keep River Rat in our prayers. He had some heart troubles recently, and we're hoping he's doing okay. I mean, it's dang near dark down here, but I just put the battery extender in, so we're going to be good for quite a while. And he says, "Hi, Trapper." Another one just jumping out there in the middle of the lake. I need 2 ounces of weight to hit there, and I cast off almost all the line off my reel. Is that a bite on the far rod? Where is that line? Can't see it unless I stand up. Yep, they're both slack still. We had a little drizzle rain. And that kind of died off, and had the sun pop out for a few minutes, and now she's kind of sun setting pretty quick. I might pop around over here to the left and just try, because that's where I've seen more than anything else hitting over there is by that bridge. One reason why I don't like fishing is because of the snags over there. If I get like a 20-pound carp and he dives into that chunks of iron and rock and concrete that are just setting underneath that thing, I'm toast. It has been pretty quiet down here. This is kind of the off season for fishing this lake. Most people stop fishing because they stopped stocking them to catfish about a month and a half ago. There's still pretty good amount of catfish in here. It's just people stop fishing for them. 6 people in, 40 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Appreciate that. And with the battery extender in, we're back up to 60%. Yeah, she's just a little thing. It only gives me about an extra hour and a half, 2-hour charge. So the most I can run her is about 5 hours. I don't know if I'm going to go that long. I'll see how the temperature is. I'm going to go as long as I can. Hopefully, as long as it takes to catch a fish. Coffee. Yep, someone keeps checking that that chat feed and not switching it back. See, we have reline. You relined your poles? Oh, that's awesome, Jay. So I say, don't. If you're going to be doing something, I'm usually, if I'm watching live feeds, I'm usually doing something else too. Checking the eye tips and an RR 330. Oh, you're talking about river rat. Jay Fishing River Rat says hi. Yeah, New Jersey's probably watching this laughing his butt off. It's like, yeah, at least I'm not the only person that's getting skunked. You're listening in, watching. Well, thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. Getting, it was kind of steamy out here, even though it was like 55 degrees. It's dropped down to about 50 now. So that steaminess, yeah, it's gone. You don't have another spinnerbait in here. I think it did. No idea, was just finding anything. That little froggy frog. Ain't caught a fish on that yet. Oh, thanks, thanks, Pornell. Thank you. That appreciate that. It's a pleasant evening, at least. That's quiet. It's a Sunday, and for this lake to be as quiet and peaceful as this is, I mean, it wouldn't be like this if it wasn't so cool. People go outside thinking they want to go out and have a picnic and stuff, and just it's a little bit too cold. Let's do it out of the house. Yeah, I don't blame them. See, Billy, what's going on? Oh, you're checking out. Are you checking out, or is River Rat going checking out? See, off saying hi to everyone. Oh, River Rat's leaving. Bye, River Rat. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for visiting. Always nice to hear from you. Hope you feel better soon. Chuck, you're still in too? And I forgot, I missed a super sticker. I apologize for that. I'm new to this. Mark Williams, he dropped a $5 super sticker. That's awesome. I appreciate that so much. I'm gonna have to text him about that when I get home. Yeah, I was over there trying to see if I could kind of get one of these bass to hit. I know you wouldn't believe the amount of bass population in this lake, but I think that there's a few around these shorelines, but the majority of them are schooled up because as soon as the water temperature starts to drop, the shad move out to the middle, and I mean the middle of this lake, where I said that deep spot is. Oh, you want the meow? Sorry, meow. Thanks, appreciate that. I forgot. That's why everybody left. Yeah, I was fishing over there for bass and I didn't notice it. My bad. But you know what? At least the camera ain't falling down today. Oh, you're welcome, Tara. If I can put a smile on someone's face, it makes warms my heart. Uh, yeah, I just cracked Buzztail up. Yeah, if you send a super sticker in, or you upgrade your membership, or you become a member, yeah, you get a meow. And the higher level you become a member, the more distinctive that meow is. If you start as a kitten, you get the little kitten meow, all the way up to the super alpha. Like you, I, I'm happy. It even when I get skunked, I have fun out here, folks. I really do. No, you don't get no roars, Trapper. You don't get a roar. That's sent for special occasions. Uh, I should put that as a member perk. Yeah, it'd be kind of dumb though, I guess. I didn't see any funny thing. I was trying down there at that pipe where those crappie are usually stacked up. I ain't seen dang crappie down there. I got a couple little nips at a crappie jigging. Let's see, Roger Carp, Roger Cap. It's probably someone's real name. Oh, thanks, off. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Roger's cat. Roger Captain MVP. Skunk face. I'll probably do a short on the way home about it. I got a pretty good idea. What do you think, folks? Should I make Purnell a mod? Oh, no roaring copy. Yeah, no one gets to copy my roar. All right, you guys know that better than a lot better than I do. All right. Thanks, Purnell. Thanks for that sub. I appreciate that. Seven people in, 42 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I appreciate that. Yeah, the sun is just, it's kind of the clouds are, it's diminishing its beauty a little bit, but she's still over there. Let me refresh these rods. Be right back in a minute. Could try and really close, just for the heck of it. I mean, and what's it gonna hurt? Put one rod in close, one rod in far away. And I just got a serious wing knot. That one's gonna take a while because that cast must have did that just as I clicked the bail over. All right, she's out. Yeah, but I used a rooster tail on this line, and you know how a rooster tail likes to spin your line. So whenever you use anything else, it's gonna do those dang wing knots. One benefit is it does straighten out your line quite a bit, so it casts better. All right. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to go in closer with that one. Maybe there's a little channel cat or something in here, something right here that's been nibbling at that corn all this time. Take one little handful. Throw it pretty much where I threw that that weightless rig. Check this one out, see what's going on with her. Yeah, there. Well, the corn's been knocked up the hook a little bit. Interesting. When a fish hits this, a lot of times with the way it's rigged up, they'll knock the corn up the hook. And I hit that dang tree again. Oh, boy. Yeah, that overhanging tree. And this reel was not made to cast a 1/16 ounce split shot. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Thank you. I'm going to have to rebait her. I'd like to fish for some other stuff soon. It's just the river it went flooding for a while. And when it goes up flooding, it can often mess it up for quite a while. So it's difficult to know what it's doing down there without actually going down there and figuring it out. All right, I'm not catching much. Trying to see if there's any carp active. Seen a few jump, not a whole lot. Yeah, I'm trying to give them them big old carps. I'm seeing them jumping out here. It's just get them to hit. You know, it can be tricky. Yep, that's what I'm doing. A little split shot rig with some corn. Yeah, I've been seeing them jumping over here. It's just these carp are fish for, so that they ain't dumb. Nice talking with you. And I hit that tree barely again, but I got it back out. I'm gonna have to check it. I think I might have thrown that corn off. Didn't. Let's see, even up further underhanded. There we go. That got it out there. We're back. Pretty good. Make sure I loosen that drag. All right, they're looking good. Yeah, people know me down here quite a bit because I'm out fishing so much. Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate the view. Appreciate the sub. We're kind of like a family, so if you want to check out the the content and everything I've made a lot of short form and long form videos long before I started doing lives. There's a lot of fun content on there. Was that your hand? That's my hand. Oh, you're talking to. Oh boy, I'll stay out of it. One of these days, Tara's just gonna make a list and look up everyone whose teas are online. Oh, laugh about it. Laugh. Well, go ahead, laugh about it. I'm not laughing about it. Okay, I am laughing about it because I can imagine her doing it too. 9 people in, 43 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. We're getting near the 3-hour mark. Bill, let's see. Parnell certainly makes it easy to sub anyone who comes on the channel. Yeah, I try to ask my mods about it, and they'll check individuals. They can do that quite a bit better from their phones. Like when you're on a live feed, it's almost impossible to check. But you guys, it just takes like a little quick tap, and I appreciate you guys doing that. Ooh, she just got a nip in the air. Wow. That just like shot right down my neck. Whew, that was cool. That's like someone dumping a cup of ice down your neck. Oh, kayak fishing with Ralph. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate you. What's going on? You're from California. Boy, it'd be nice living down in California. It's much warmer. We're just about ready to punch below the 50-degree mark down here, so. All right, I will just do this. No doubt about you. If you want to check out people's channels, check out other stuff, you're more than welcome to. We're down here fishing in St. Louis, Missouri, trying to see if there's any carp and stuff active. There's some jumping around, but they're being a pain. They're hard to catch. This lake's heavily fished for carp and catfish, so. Yeah, you guys, if you want to, you can drop a link, but just don't go nuts with it. You can drop a link to a short or a video or something you want people to watch. That actually helps out the YouTube algorithm. Shows that you're a friendly channel. All those little things, if you look them up online, Google will give that information. It's like 3,000 or 4,000 different things that the algorithm looks for. Each little one kind of adds up. It kind of builds on top of the other. And some of it I'm not going to be doing, but you know, I'm not. There are things this is a fishing channel. I mean, that's basically it. There's some things I just don't want going on my dang channel. YouTube algorithm may look for that, but I'd rather not. DMB, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thank you. What's going on? Appreciate you. Yeah, we're waiting for a big old carpy. There's some big ones jumping, so hopefully I scattered enough corn around here to draw one in. I got the drag set. That bait caster, you're not going to hear anything, but you're definitely going to see it. And the spinning combo, it has a drag set. You're going to hear the clicker on it. It's been a quiet day, but you know, sometimes that's a good thing. Especially on a Sunday, it can be kind of loud in some places. Down here, we're on the off season, so it's pretty quiet. Every once in a while, we'll have an angler, you know, drive up and say, "How's the bite?" That's about it. Had a couple bites on that far rod, and one bite on the close rod. There's definitely one in here. It's just these big old carp, the lake carp. They can be tough. You can get 6 of them in one day, or you can go 2 or 3 days without seeing them. This is MVP ship. Tighten up, crew. No, you guys are good. You're always spot on, spot on. Oh, you were talking about that on Turner's Live last night? Yeah, I was talking about that, about how each individual runs their own live feeds a certain way, or how the YouTube algorithm picks up all that stuff. Because we were trying to experiment with it, and we did notice that when you texted a lot and you were communicating a lot, you had a lot more people coming in, but they were just swipers. They were basically just people searching for something to watch. And the algorithm saw activity here, so they shoot them towards that individual. There's also specific hashtags you can use on your videos, and activity of some kind in the background will often push that algorithm to activate. Like, I always see more views when I'm out here casting than when I'm. But I enjoy talking to you folks, so no sense wasting the time, right? I mean, I'm amazed it's actually just quiet down here. It's peaceful. Then again, I keep forgetting that people keep their houses at 80 degrees, so. Trappers 6 from 100, from 1,000. Oh, you're about to make that 1K. Oh, a 6 from 100. That is a big milestone. I mean, it seems like there are channels, that have got some kind of stick that, they grow really fast. And, but individuals like, I don't seem like they're really that big of creators. It's more like they found a stick. But real creators, it actually takes work. And just to see that, go up, to see that kind of stuff, it means you're working at your channel. It means that you're putting good content out there. And you should be proud of that sort of milestone. It took me nearly 2 years of making videos before I suppose I finally, YouTube got tired of me. Like, dang it, we're tired of just shun everyone towards him for a while. Yeah, Tara, I love you too. Yeah, we love Trapper. Yeah, remember that? I think about a month ago, someone blocked him from the channel. I never did. Well, I did figure out who did that, but never really had any exact proof. So I just removed power from that individual, and they kind of just disappeared. Either that, or they just changed cell phones, which is a lot what people do. They'll just change their names and open up a new account. Yes, he does. He always spreads the love. Yeah, someone blocked Trapper from the channel for about a week there. I'm not sure who did it. I've got a pretty good idea. You've had your YouTube 11 years. Never a sub until Trapper. Wow. And you have 42. You should start building a YouTube channel. I mean, really start putting some videos out there. I think everyone should put out some content, really. I mean, many of us have got, videos and stuff of whatever we're doing. It could be carpentry, it could be pottery, whatever. You're what you do, and they're just sitting on our cell phones. Sitting on old Google Photos when people could be enjoying that content, learning from it. I was watching a lady recently. I can't remember her name. She was doing arts and crafts, and I just got in tune with her for quite a while. I watched a number of her videos. Her name escapes me. I think I've only heard it a couple times. But I subscribed to her, and I don't usually put notifications on, but I pop notifications on her channel. Because when she puts another video out, I want to see it. Yep, 43. So you just got a new sub. Somebody. My hands are getting cold. Tell you what, folks, I've got an idea. Why don't we move over here to this bridge for the evening? It ain't but 20 feet away, so it's not like it's going to take us a long time. What are we catching? We're trying to catch some carp. I tried for some bass earlier, but it was kind of slow. And there's been some big old carp jumping, so I've got some corn out here. You can always catch a look at that. Check that out. See, little guy? Inchworm. Hi, buddy. Silkworm. Get out my hat. Oh, right. You can have a free ride, but not a whole lot of few bites. But they've been kind of sluggish. I just looked up and I saw that little sucker climbing over my hat. Hey, cute little guy. We haven't caught a whole lot today, unfortunately, but day's not over. And we're going to move over here a little bit. Maybe there's some, this wall over here, there's a bridge right behind us. And we haven't tried it. Yeah, I'll remove that if you guys aren't going to. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I went the wrong one. Yeah, you got it. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Deleting that one message. Message, Tara. I apologize for that. You got him, and I got you by accident. Friendly fire. My bad. Duck and cover, Tara. Incoming. I'm sorry about that, Tara. Yeah, I retracted one of your messages. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're gonna move over here to this bridge. Oh, you removed your own message? Oh, okay. I had some there. Oh well. I suppose if friendly fire, no one notices, you're good. Yeah, I think this wall is a better potential for catfish anyways. So I'm so hoping to kill this skunk. Because I don't want a skunk face on the way home. I don't want a skunk face. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want a skunk face. I don't want it. I don't want it. Stinky old skunk. Stinky old skunk. Yeah, we're not going to move far. I mean, just bridge is right there. Yeah, this bridge is right here. We're going to set up right around the edges of this bridge. Kind of set up in the evening as the sunset right here. Yeah, looks pretty dang good. Oh, yeah, sorry about that, Jay. Man down, man down, man down. Medic, 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 medic. Sorry about that, Jay. Medic. I usually don't retract statements on my thing because you guys are so quick. We were getting so comfortable talking and everything, we forgot. A few bridge dwelling folk around. I'll be over in just a second, just moving the gear over. Only take you a minute because I got practically nothing with me. After carrying the pit around all day yesterday for the catch, clean, and cook, and that little sucker's still on my hat. He's just taking a ride. Free ride. I want bus. Him right barely in the corner. He's so cute. All right, I'm coming over. We might need a couple sticks in this spot. Yeah, as that sun drops, that's going to be an awesome, awesome view. Ain't that a much better view? I think that's a beautiful view. I'm going to put a couple sticks right there where that opening is. Cast the rods right out here. One benefit about being underneath a tree close is that you got access to sticks. And I know I should bring my rolling rod holder. This is something else I have to carry. All right, couple sticks. And corn. My coffee. That's it. That didn't take too long, did it? Quick road trip right down the street. See, where is that feed pointed? Looks like right there ought to be a good spot. Right here ought to be a good spot. Ain't got to be anything fancy. Just something to prop her up just a little tiny bit. And look what happened. You little sucker fish. That's what happened. That's what I get for not watching it. And the worst thing you can do when you do this kind of stuff is wiggle it around. Take your time. And you'll get it off in no time. No time, it's still going to take you a few seconds. I'll be back with you folks in just a minute. I just got to get this untangled. There we go. She's off. This one I can cast just, let's see. I have some football playing over there. I think. Sounds like it. Sounds like some folks playing football. He's still there. I kid you not, he is still there. Might take them home with me. Does that count as a catch? An inch worm? Still sitting there. And they're so fragile, I don't want to get them off. I'm just going to let them sit there for a while. Get that a little further out. Just a little further out. That's better. It's about 8-10 feet. Come on, tighten up line. There we go. Just tight enough to see it. Get rid of all this rest of this old corn. That stuff was, starting to smell like soda. All right, we're back. What'd I miss? Oh, just chilling? Yeah, it's fishing. Enjoyable. Is he still there? All right, I think our little pet finally left. Yep, little inchworm, he finally left. I guess he got where he wanted to go. He just wanted a free ride over here. That little inchworm, that would probably take him 3 days to get over here. That was about perfect. Yeah, that's about perfect. Yes, sir. Good luck, inchworm. That's the most exciting thing that's happened on this live feed all day. Hey, wait a minute. I could have sworn he left. All right, buddy. Come on. Come on, little guy. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Yeah, get off me. All right, he's gone now. I could have sworn he left. Am I eyes that bad? All right. Good luck, inchworm. Bye-bye. Every once in a while, I look up and there'll be something moving in my peripheral vision. And be that little sucker. He just kind of pops his head down and go back up. He's gone now. He's kind of cute. Do people keep an inchworm as a pet? Be kind of a cool little pet. All you'd have to do is like put in like a little fruit in there or something every once in a while and wait for him to hatch into a little butterfly. Or a little moth. I think they hatch in like little moths. Hey, what? Don't laugh. He was cute. Actually did. I thought about taking him home as a pet. Cats would have eaten him though. I'd take him one look at that moving and going, yum, dinner. Never gonna get it, Billy. I appreciate you. Oh boy. You guys are popping from chat to chat again. Little snack. Cheese crackers. Like one bite. I mean, much of a snack. 5 people still in, 45 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. I appreciate that. I didn't give a meow to Tara for deleting her comment. I don't know where you heard that one from. I give a meow for Tara for the super sticker that I missed. It still deserved a meow. It's just the right person didn't get to hear it. I'll text the. I will text. Yeah, I'll text Mark when I get back about it. We're not jumping. Chat decided you owe her one for jumping. Oh, for detecting. She said it was okay. Tara. Oh, well, maybe you did. Yeah, I'm asking Tara. Good try there, Billy. Good try. That was an awful good try. Boy, that sun is just setting fast. You can actually just watch that sun just dropping. That's beautiful. I just learned a trick. If I'm over here by you guys, I don't have to keep the mic, glued to my butt. I can just plug it right into the side of the mic transmitter. Probably gets a better audio anyways. Look at this. Yep, it's dropped below that temperature. I can see my breath. Oh, I forgot to bring out my gloves. I was going to show Sandy the gloves she helped pay for, but it was a decent day, so I didn't even need them. And there that dang shack goes again. Jeez Louise. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh, you love the way I meow? Oh, you want to meow? I'm sorry, the chat froze again. All right, Tara. I'll give you one more for the day. All right? Meow. That's it. I'm sorry about that. The chat froze again. There you go, Tara. Yeah, I've heard enough cats meow over the years to know exactly how they sound. I was born and raised around cats, and my grandma used to have 20 of them. So, oh, you're welcome, Billy. Oh, back in MTZ. What's going on? As you can see, the sun is setting. Temperature's dropping fast. We've tried multiple spots today, multiple techniques. Split shot rigs, weightless, spinnerbaits. Yeah, it is a beautiful evening. Very quiet down here. Very peaceful. It's just below that temperature where people aren't really that comfortable outdoors anymore. I don't mind. I mean, if it's sunny and no wind, I can come out when it's like 20 degrees. I don't care. Feels good to me. Let's see, dirty. I got my. Oh, there went the. Yep. Right on cue. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. About 2 minutes early, actually. It lasted 3:15 the other day. Oh yeah, that view is to notice. That's a lot of what coming out fishing and outdoors is. It's not just about catching. It's also about, enjoying, experiencing the joy and the tranquility and the peace of the outdoors. And it's another thing about these live feeds is I get to share that with everybody in live. I mean, that's when I used to make long form videos. It was it was enjoyable, but in live feed, yeah, it's a beautiful evening. Watching the sunset. Yeah, Jimmy, I did a catch, clean, and cook yesterday. I did it on live feed. Also part of Maine coon large hairy beasts, except mine are lazy as hell. Yeah, mine are just tabbies, just basically your tamed alley cats. Yeah, those guys get really big. They look like a really big house cat with long hair coming out of their ears, pretty much. Kind of like a bobcat almost. Nice, you were in a rural area fishing with no reception on your cell phone. Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope you got some video and footage on your cell phone at least. Yep, and his brother's a lean 18 pounds. That's some big cats. The biggest cat I've got is about maybe 7 or 8 pounds, and every time I lift him, I'm going, "You're heavy. What have you been eating, cat?" Trying to keep my hands warm. Keep them fingertips from freezing. I didn't bring my, yeah, the normal mic is dead. But I think this will charge the other one, but it's almost out of juice anyway, so. Caught a nice bass and crappie. That's awesome. There were some bass hitting the surface out here. It's just the ones in shallow seem to be pretty much not interested in anything I could throw, and the ones out there, there's some big ones busting out there deep, way beyond my casting range. It's nice to come out here and at least see them hitting surface and busting on shad. And lions and tigers. And bears, oh my. Went for a walk with my neighbor this morning, took her to the Obertorium. Lots of big tilapia around the surface this morning. Yeah, it was kind of high pressure down here. There's been a lot of fish up by the surface too. I'm guessing that high pressure kind of pulls those fish up to the surface. Smaller ones at least. Yeah, I cast a little striking spinnerbait around. I had a couple pops at it, but they didn't want to commit. You know, those little Strike King spinnerbaits. Oh, you got a new mic? I hope it works, Jay. Collaborations, what's going on? Glad you could join us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on? You've had a heap of bad weather. Nice yesterday and today. So the fishing's probably hungry. You gonna go fishing in the morning? Good luck. Hope you catch some. If it's been bad weather, as in, rainy stuff, it actually might be, the fish might have eaten up. But it's, windy and icky and that kind of crap. It can actually, like you said, when it calms down, they can start feeding. So. Did you 100-meter dirty out, Adelaide? Yeah, it's okay, Tara. It was just a spitz. Yeah, it's not hot here, collaboration. It's it just dropped below 49 degrees. Now there's no wind, which is basically what makes you really cold. It eats through your clothing and you lose that core body temperature. But you left your windows open and it rained the other day. Oops. Yeah, I've done that plenty of times. Come home and had to get the dang something to dry out the carpets. Oh, you're in Australia? It's coming up to summer, huh? Yeah, we're going into winter, so you guys know we're on the opposite side of the world. You know, Sandy Toes, she was in earlier and she gave like a thing to my PayPal with the thing to buy gloves with the prerequisite: if you don't buy gloves, I'm gonna go over across the ocean. I'm gonna kick your butt. And frankly enough, I believed her. December, January, and February is summer over there, huh? Yeah, we love Sandy. Yeah, I love watching her. I just caught the end of her live feed this morning, which reminds me I have to go back over and watch the full live feed. How on one side of the world it'll be hot and the other side will be cold. Yeah, she was live this morning at about. I got the last couple minutes of it at about like 2 a.m. And I just kind of rolled over because I heard one of my bells go off. Yeah, she caught a couple tiny fish. Well, did better than me. And you guys wonder why I fish for trout so much during the wintertime. Because everything else can be a nuisance. Oh, you almost got a big mud crab? Well, I was hoping there'd be at least one catfish over sitting all around here. Yeah, I think that sun is set. And we are at 3 hours and 30 minutes in. I still got a 30% charge left, but I'm not sure if it's what it's gonna do. was so hoping I could hear that drag. Okay. We're gonna give her a few more minutes. Not much longer. We are just about to push by the 3 hour and 30 minute. So, just got about a minute and a half left. We're at 3:28:30. I think I'll shut her down right around 3:30, folks. Even though we didn't catch anything, it's still been a beautiful day on the water and nice talking to all you folks and enjoying the time outdoors with you. I appreciate you joining me. I really do. All right. Thanks, Billy. I appreciate you coming in. Hope you have a great night, too. Good night, Tara. You have a great evening, okay? Nacho Daddy's just come in. Appreciate you just joining us for the end of the live feed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Parnell, thanks. Let's see, we are just about ready. Yep, save the best for last. Nacho's in just to say the best for last. All right. You guys, tell you what, have a great day. Great evening. Good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you in the water, my friends. And keep doing what you love and keep them lines tight. The beautiful evening. Thank you.